In this video, we are going to learn lesson 11.3, and this is all about interior angles of triangles. Our objective is I will use facts about angle sums of triangles to solve problems in which two angle measures are known and the third is unknown. Okay, and our essential question asks, how do you find the measure of an angle inside a triangle? All right, so first let's go over the key concept. Okay, the key concept here, the most important thing from this lesson today is the fact that if you have a triangle, okay, and let's say here's angle 1, here's angle 2, and angle 3. If you add up the measures of those angles, it equals 180 degrees. Okay, so in other words, the sum, right, meaning when you add them up, the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, so again, if this is our triangle right here, right, we have angle 1, 2, and 3. What that means is the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 equals 180 degrees. Okay, so let's look at example number 1. There's an A and a B in this case. Okay, here's our triangle right here. Okay, in letter A, we have one angle in our triangle is 50 degrees, another one is 45, and then this is angle 3. We don't know the measure of this angle. So let's make this angle X because we have to figure it out. Remember, if you have an unknown, then you can make it a variable. So we need to figure out what is the measure of angle X. Okay, and we know that from the key concept that the sum of the measures of the interior angles is 180 degrees, meaning this angle plus this angle equals 180 degrees. So we're going to use algebra to figure out what the measure of this angle is. All right, based on our key concept, you know that you take each of the angles, and we know that if you add up 50, which is the one angle, plus 45, that's our second angle, plus, well, here's our missing angle X, so plus X, we know that it equals 180 degrees. Okay, because again, when you add up all of the measures of the angles inside of a triangle, it equals 180 degrees. So now we're solving essentially for X to find out the missing angle. So we have two numbers, let's combine them. 50 plus 45 is 95. So now we have 95 plus X equals 180. Okay, we still have to solve for X. So think about what you would do here to solve for X. What do we have to do? Okay, well, if you were thinking subtract 95 from both sides to get X by itself, you are correct. Okay, so now we have X equals, when you subtract 180 minus 95, it equals 85. So basically, we just figured out that X equals 85. All right, when you add up 50 plus 45 plus 85, right? So we solved for X. X equals 85 degrees, okay? Then basically what we just figured out is that the missing angle is 85 degrees. So let's show our check, okay, by proving that when you add up the angles, we have 50 plus 45 plus 85. Does it equal 180 degrees? Okay, is it true that the missing side is 85, meaning we add up them all and they equal 180? It is true because when you add up 50 and 45, it's 95. and then you add another 85, it does equal 180. Okay, so 180 equals 180. It checks. Okay. Let's look at our second triangle here. All right, letter B. We need to find the missing angle here. In this case, here's the missing angle, angle X. All right. Well, you might be thinking, why don't, it only gives me the angle here. The angle is 63 degrees. And we know that when we add up all the angles inside of a triangle, our key concept says that they equal 180 degrees. But this doesn't really tell us the number either. But wait a second. This is a right angle. And we know that a right angle is 90 degrees. So we can assume that because we have that little box, that equals 90 degrees. All right. So now again, we're solving for X to figure out the missing angle. So we know that we take each of the angles. We have 63 plus 90 plus X equals 180, right? Because you added them all up. All three angles inside of a triangle, when you add them up, they equal 180 degrees. Okay. Let's start solving for X to figure out what it is. So we have our two numbers, 63 plus 90 is 153. Plus X equals 180. Subtract 153 from both sides to start solving for X even further. We're left with X on this side, and X equals, when you subtract 180 minus 153, the answer is 27. So we just figured out that this angle right here is 27 degrees. Okay, because we had to solve for X. We added up all of the angles inside of the triangle. So let's show our check to prove that when we add up these three angles now, 27 degrees plus 63 plus 90, it has to equals 180 degrees. So let's do that. We have 27 plus 63 plus 90 equals 180. Okay. And if we combine these, all right, when we know that 63 plus 90 is 153, and then when you add 27, it does equal 180. So since both sides of the equations equal 180, we just proved that this is the correct answer, that the measure of this missing angle is 27 degrees. Okay, because that means all of these angles inside the triangle equal 180 degrees. Okay, now that you have finished the example number 1, go ahead and try the Got It, and then watch the Got It video to make sure that you have it correct.